So, did you guys do the homework? Right? So, what I talked about in the last video is doing your compliments, giving out 3 compliments a day to random people that you don't know, that you've never spoken to, that you probably would have no business speaking to, right? To overcome your social anxiety. That was the homework for last week. So, guys, if you haven't done that, I need you guys to start doing that and comment down below on the next video. Well, either on this video or the next video, if you've done that, right? And tell me your experience. How did you feel before? How did you feel during, right? Because you might go into this thinking like you might get anxiety, you might get an elevated heart rate, some shit like that, right? Let me know. Let me know if you don't. And if you don't, good. If you do and you still did it, great. Even better, pretty much. As you guys can see, I'm in a different scenery today of my dad's house, my dad and my grandma's house. Over here about 20 minutes from where I stay. Pretty nice. This is like what he used to be middle class, right? Nice house, I think 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, nice kitchen with an island, this patio on the outside, right? This is what middle class used to be like. In today's time, you can't really even afford a house. A lot of people can't afford houses, right? I'll say the majority of the population can't afford houses if you're not making like 70K or more, even that, right? Like the expenses, a lot of people don't, work on their credit, things like that. They kind of fuck themselves because that. Let me explain what the middle class does and why the middle class usually stays middle class, right? It kind of all starts from the previous generation of being told, and this is part of social conditioning, right? Of being told that you have to work to make money to get a house. Coming from a person who has a house, not knowing what the economy is going to be in the next 10, 15 years, right? You've been told that. It's been like drilled in your mind. Excuse the dogs back there. I didn't know there was going to be dogs at all during the video. So excuse the dogs. It's been drilled into your head in this way of thinking, right? And it goes into, okay, I get the job in this economy and I end up getting a place, moving out your parents' home or whatever. You get a car and you get a place and you have rent, you have a car note, you have bills, electricity, Wi-Fi, whatever. If you got kids, you got a grocery bill, all that type of stuff, right? And after some time, you start to realize it sounds good. It feels good, right? You got your own place, but it's not a house, it's an apartment. You got a job, you got a 401k, got a car, insurance on the car. Can't go put over for insurance, so I have to deal with the police, right? Sounds good. But it's only good for a period of time, right? You're like, oh shit, I need more money. I wanna do things now. I just been working, paying bills. I want to do things. I want to go on a trip. I want to go on a vacation. Right? You might not have the money. Some middle class, what they tend to do is put out a loan, get some credit, get some credit cards or whatever, and you go on with the mindset of, okay, let me do this and then try to build my credit up. Right? You get these things and understand you have to pay those off. Like you can't use that money and not pay it. Right? But you get caught in the loop of paying it because this is an extra bill added on to what you're already maintaining. And now it's an extra bill added on. right? At first, it's kind of free money, which in a way, different different type of video for that. And so you look at it as free money for the time being, right? Then you have to pay that shit off with the job that you have, right? And then you say you only get a raise once a year, maybe twice a year, all right? And the raise goes up slightly, but then your rent goes up even more, right? Car notes usually say the same, but the rent goes up even more, maybe anywhere from $100 to $500, right? Depending on what you got. Fuck, excuse me. Depending on what you got. And you end up needing more extra money, right? So you end up getting into this loop of needing extra money because the cost of living is going up, but your pay isn't going with the cost of living, right? So you end up in this loop of debt, of having to pay somebody back, paying some shit back, bro. And that's essentially what the middle class is, right? And I think family comes from like generation, right? Because the generation before us, they could do that. Like you could work a job and live this American dream type of thing, right? Even like early 90s or whatever. I think before like 2008, before the housing market crashed or whatever, like people were living fairly decent. Like you could get a house. People were buying houses, bro, from like regular fuck ass jobs. A way out of that, I'm explaining a couple things, right? Is an entire mindset shift. There's Let me see how I'm going to break this down. There's realization, anger, and acceptance. And then doing something about it, trying to break that cycle that you're in, right? So the realization is basically what I just told you. Understand that it probably isn't going to get better. Maybe if you get a second job, if you get a decent side hustle, probably isn't going to get better if you're staying stagnant at that one place, making the same shit money to pay a rent for an apartment. I'm be honest, guys. This is I'm describing myself, bro. Right? But this is why I'm doing this, to break that loop. I've went through these stages, and now I'm in the fourth stage, right? So realization, understanding that you have to do something else, understanding that you are getting fucked, regardless of what you do, any type of money being made, somebody's getting fucked, right? For instance, so right now the coaching calls are free up until March 26th. I'm doing virtual and in person, right? After March 26th, I'm charging. And if you don't do anything with that information, you get fucked, right? If I show you the way of the social dynamics, social anxiety, a better mindset, walk you through the journey so you don't get fucked or continue to get fucked, then you get fucked. Somebody gets fucked. Somebody gets fucked, right? If, how do I explain this, right? If I sell tires, used tires, that's not even a good example. When I think of an example, I'll come back to it. So the realization. Second was anger, right? Once you start to realize these things and you think about it every fucking day, you think about it constantly. Like this thing is constantly on your mind. You go to work, you're like, fuck this. But you gotta do what you gotta do to live, to survive, to have food, a roof over your head. You know you have to do something. And within this anger, you start to see like bosses, management, whatever you're in, just people above you. If you're already a manager, people above you, right? You start to see people above you and how they move. You're like, bro, fuck this. Like you have to realize, like you'll get angry at the fact that your money is in their hands, right? If you fuck up a certain number of times, sometimes it's once, sometimes it's three, you fuck up a certain amount of times, you are fucked. Out of there. Done. And that's what makes you angry. Because you're walking around every day with that shit on your mind. And wondering, how the fuck do I get out of here? Right? And then acceptance. So acceptance is right after the anger. You start to accept that somebody's getting fucked and it's you. Right? You're like, okay, I'm getting fucked. And there's two roads of which you can take. Right? The keep getting fucked road or pulling the dick out your ass. And you're no longer getting fucked. Right? Two separate roads. Most people choose that first path. Just keep taking that shit. Just keep taking it. Right? And then it correlates to they come home to their family. It's not funny. It's not funny. Beat on their fucking family and shit, wife cussing out their wife and shit, right? Because they're getting fucked, so they gotta fuck somebody else. Not literally. The second path is knowing that this does not have to be forever, right? You see people, like, you see streamers on Twitch. Like, there's an app called Twitch where you can sit there and talk live, be somewhat entertaining, and get paid for it. Right? You start to see shit like that. Be like, is that easy? Honestly, yes. Like, there's a piece of you, even if you think you don't have a personality, right, and you think you're just a shit person, you're not. Right? There's a piece of you that's entertaining. There's a piece of you that's funny. There's a piece of you that's charismatic, that has some type of personality. There's a part of you that's a leader, not a follower. Right? Especially men. It should be natural instinct. Right? And you have to start. So once you accept it and you take the road of unfucking yourself, you have to start to find those traits. Unlock these traits along the way. All right? You're gonna change into a completely different person. But you have to go in with the mindset of I'm done. I had it. And I'm no longer gonna get fucked anymore. I've had it. Right? And then taking action on those things. That's the main part, right? Because like you'll be at a job with the boys, whatever. Like you'll talk about this shit. You'll talk about this shit before you even realize it, before you even accept it. Like it sounds good. It's really just a dopamine spike. And then not do anything about it. You'll go back home, chow down, go to sleep. You'll end your work week going out, get some beers, drink, get a little drunk, go home, pass out. But you'll talk about it. Like you talked about it. Like you know what you could be doing, but you haven't done it. So you gotta take action on those things, guys. Like if you every man, every woman knows what they want. Like this life, everybody's life isn't meant to be doing these things that we're doing. This this loop, this endless loop, this cycle, this matrix. Excuse me if I keep rubbing my nose. The weather here in Texas is like going into spring season, so it's kind of fucked me up a little bit, right? Everybody has a purpose, whether you like it or not. And you know what it is. Take action. Do something about it. Try it. Have to at least attempt. Make an attempt, bro. Stop talking about it. Get away from the people that are talking about it and not doing anything about it. Because that energy's following you. And just start something. If you want to flip shit on Facebook, try flipping something, bro. Sell your PlayStation, G. Sell the PS5, G. And watch you make some bread. You get the bread and keep doing it. Buy something else you can flip it. Spend some other, sell some other shit, right? If you want to do, ladies, if you want to do like I don't know, there are a lot of women go to like esthetician stuff, whatever, hair, makeup, nails, whatever. Do it. Try it. But you might have to do it for free. Take some pictures, post it, make an ad. Try the shit, bro. See where it takes you. So, guys, that's it for the video. Remember the steps, right? There's realization, anger, acceptance, the two roads of acceptance, and then doing something about it, right? Free coaching calls until March 26th. My number will be in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a homie, a homegirl, friend, dad, brother, whatever. Share it with them. Send them to somebody who needs to hear this. It's Coach Kane, and we out.